just saw my glasses. How's everybody's day going? So I got the vaccine yesterday. I got the first part of the vaccine. And here, put that over there so I can also see what I'm doing. I've got like 3-4 lights in this room and I still can't see a damn thing. Oh, thank you so much, Satan's Little Helper. I feel okay today. I just feel worn down today. Like last night, so like I got the first part of the Pfizer vaccine yesterday. And I was feeling fine, and then like I was not feeling fine. It was like it was crazy. It came like a ton of bricks, and it didn't feel like I normally feel when I'm sick. So I was a huge big baby. Like I was like I want to be my normal sick. I don't like this normal people sick. This sucks. I'll go back to my regular sick. I can handle that like a champ. Exactly. Like it. Hey Kimberly, how are you, love? Exactly. It was like just I was fine and I was fine and I was fine until I wasn't fine, and like the person that I'm dating, he got the vaccine, he got the Johnson & Johnson, and he was fine. Like totally fine. Of course, like he's a big tall workhorse, so I don't know, maybe that has something to do with it. Oh, thank you so much, Mama Whalen. Like I said, I'm not doing anything too exciting. I just figured I'd get on and do a live while I'm trying to get some of this stuff made. So I really wanted to take a nap, but I'm trying to like my body is like wanting me to take a nap, but I'm trying to not do that so I can go to bed at a decent hour tonight. That is not what I wanted. So I can, try to go to bed at a decent hour tonight. You know what? Fuck it. Maybe I'll just do that. No, because I just want to nod it. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this. These ones with the stretchy cord, it's so much easier because I can just knot and go. Of course, these beads that I'm using are a little bit bigger, and so I had to put a seed bead at the end so stuff wouldn't fall off, because they already did. It's funny, I was working on this stuff the other night. I was actually finishing my loom because I do a lot of bead looming. I do a lot of bead looming. I kind of prefer to do that. Plus, I can charge more with the bead looming because it takes me so long it takes me about 4 to 6 hours a piece, depending on Les, Mom, I'm feeling okay today. I feel worn down, but that's just, I think it's because of the vaccine. And I had errands that I had to run. I had a doctor's appointment today. So it just, little stuff like that is just very, for me, little stuff like that can be very draining. Yeah, this is going to have to be for a smaller wrist. That's going to have to be for like a 7 or a 6.5 wrist. But that's fine. So, what? You want to shut the door? Why are you laughing at me? Dork. Oh yeah, this is a 6-inch. I didn't mean to make a 6-inch. I meant to make a 7.5-inch. Oh well. We'll do that for people with small wrists. Owen, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So, Satan's little helper, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry you're not feeling well. I apologize. So, it's never fun. SMR 9090, how are you, love? What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I'm going to do another one. You know what? Do I want to do that on... You know what? I'll do it on Wildfire. I'll do this one on Wildfire. Well, no, because I want... Well... Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do in my head. So, I do stuff. Liddy Lou Who, how are you, love? How are you doing? Just trying to figure out. Just trying to figure out what I'm doing, and it depends on the piece, and I like to make jewelry that stacks. I like to make, like, stackable jewelry so you can do kind of whatever. So you can do kind of whatever with it. Are you leaving yet? Okay. So you can do whatever with it. And I picked up some semi-precious beads, or some like semi-precious stones to make jewelry with today. Satan's little helper, you got a bad headache with the first vaccine. You know, it depending on which vaccine you get, I mean, it really, like, I've heard, you know, some people, like with the Pfizer especially, you know, some people, you know, have no problem with it at all, the first or the second one. And then other people, it's like, you know, it's like kill me now. But I think, you know, I think a lot of it just depends on how your immune system was before, honestly. You know, if you're working with a crappy immune system to begin with, you know, then that's kind of rough. God damn it, I didn't get they didn't have those. They didn't have those, so I'm talking to myself. So it, come on, open. All right. The hardest part about this stuff is threading the needle. And I can't use like my big eye needle when I do this. I have to use a number 10 needle, which means 9 out of 10 times I can't see what the hell I'm doing. And then it's like, how many times do I have to curse before this thing goes in? And they make the eye so small. What happened with the Facebook group? We still have the Facebook group up. Leah Schultz, we still have the Facebook group up. It's still under Chronically Rah Rah, even though like the name of it has changed. Like you can still look for it under Chronically Rah Rah, because I haven't changed the web address for it. And if I am going to change the web address, I kind of need to shit or get off the pot. Just because I'm getting like right at, you can't change it after 5,000. Like once you have more than 5,000 followers, the name is what it is. Oh, come on and get in. Get in the hole. Come on. Oh my God, this is such a pain in the ass. But I do have, you know what, screw this. Let's start over. It's such a pain in the ass to cut too. Wildfire is. Like Wildfire is easy to work with. It's just a big pain in the butt to cut. But it's easy to work with and highly recommended when needling and threading. Yeah, but the Facebook group is still up. Just look for it under Chronically Rah Rah. So if you still can't find it, let me know, and I'll help you out. Come on, get off there. It's not hard. And I'll be more than happy to help you out. So the biggest thing I tell people is make sure you answer all the questions, because if you don't, the biggest reason people get denied is because they're not answering the questions. And the only reason we have you guys answer those questions is because we need to make sure that we need to double check to make sure, like, you're not a troll or gonna take stuff and feed it to people that are stalking me, because it's already bad enough I'm being stalked. I'm not trying to, you know, have people help out with that. There we go. I'm not trying to have people help out with that. So, which I'm actually starting to get very vocal, you know, as much as I can about what's going on with the stalking. Okay, so Leah, you did answer the questions and you double checked before you submitted. So do me a favor, Leah, my email is on my bio and on my link tree. Send me an email and let me know what's going on. That way I can check it out for you, because I'll be more than happy to check it out and see what's going on for you, Leah. Jody, nope, there's no filter. What's my favorite animal? Sloth. Sloth, absolutely. The sloth is my spirit animal. The sloth is definitely my spirit animal. So, I love it. Yeah, the sloth is absolutely my spirit animal. Sorry, I'm just making sure that this is really tight on here so it doesn't go loose. That way I can start beading. There we go. I am working on making my jewelry. I've got some commissions. I've got some commissions that I'm working on. And then some, of course, you know, non-commission pieces that I'm going to be selling, and putting. I got to get my website up and running anyway, because I'm reopening my consignment store. But they'll go on there, and I'll put them on. I may put them on Etsy as well. I don't know yet. I feel like Etsy is very oversaturated. That's not bad. I feel like Etsy's very oversaturated. I don't know if I'm going to go in to that market, especially when I can sell it on my own website and get my own, like keep all my commissions. But we'll see. Like right now, I'm getting business word of mouth and just because I do stuff like this and people are like, oh, can you make me this or can you make me this? And so I do a lot of stuff like this, but I also do a lot of bead looming. Bead looming is kind of my more favorite thing to do, even though it makes me curse a lot. But because of the time that I put into it, I can charge more, and I do. Because it takes, a bracelet alone takes about, depending on the intricacy of it, it takes about 4 to 6 hours. So I really just need to start pricing stuff based on how much I curse when I make it, because that pretty much determines the difficulty level. But it's just a way for me to make extra money since I, being disabled, I'm trying to, make, being on disability retirement, I'm just trying to make extra money so I can, because I'm going to be moving in October, and so, or earlier, and so just trying to save up and get all that. What is bead looming? That's actually a really good question. So bead looming is you have this like loom, and you have several strands of string, kind of like this. This is called fire line string. It's specifically for beading. And you basically are sewing the beads into like in between the wefts of the string. And so you can create different patterns. You can, if I have, hold on, let me see if I have an example. Hold on one second. I think I've got my example in here. Well, I thought I had my, where is my stuff? Oh, what? Here. God bless America. I thought I had. I'll show you guys an example next time because I've made a couple of them. But like I said, it takes about 4 to 6 hours to do, just depending on the piece. And that's just for a bracelet. Somebody asked me where I'm moving. As of right now, I'm still staying in Cincinnati. But if I happen to be, if I happen to be single, right now I'm dating somebody, but if I happen to be single, by that time comes, I'm moving back home to San Diego, California. So Jody, I can definitely do a live and teach bead looming. So it is a lot of fun. It takes a lot of patience. So if you're a person that curses a lot, be prepared to curse a lot. It does take a lot of patience. It's very intricate, but you can do it. You can do it. And it just, it takes practice and practice and practice. But it can definitely be done. This would almost make a cute necklace. I don't have enough beads for it though, which is sad, but that would make a really cute necklace. Well, yeah, I don't have enough beads for it. I could always buy more, I guess, and make a necklace. Make a necklace next time, but, how'd I meet my boyfriend? On Match.com. So my ex-husband actually has a date tonight that he met the person online too. I'm so excited for him. I'm so thrilled. Oh my gosh. I was like, I was like, you have to tell me all the details. I was like, I want all the details. So, like, I'm seeing, whenever my boyfriend gets off of work or whatever, he's a business owner. So it just, it depends on clients and stuff like that. But, like, I told my ex-husband, I was like, I want all the details. I was like, you have to give me all the details. I'm going to have my phone right by me. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for him. So he told me the other day, he was like, guess who got a date? And I was like, ah. So I was so happy for him. And I still am. I think it's great. So I was like, dude, you got to give me all the details. So I can't wait. I can't wait to hear how it went. Oh, why would you say you would sabotage a date, Samantha? Bob, did you guys become more like friends over time? My ex-husband and my ex-husband is my best friend. My ex-husband is my best friend. He is my person. He's my person. I know a lot of people, when they get divorced or when they're going through a divorce, it's not a, happy thing to go through, for lack of better words. But we just really love and care for each other a lot. And, we made vows and promises to each other that we very much intend to keep. Just because we're not married doesn't mean, some of the vows that we made we're not going to keep. And one of those, is to, for better or worse, be a united front and be there for one another. Is it actually finalized? No, it's not finalized yet. It's still COVID and stuff like that is taken a little bit longer, but it should be finalized in like the next 90 days or so. How long was I in the service? I proudly served my United States Navy I was only in for 4 years. I was supposed to be in for 6, and I was actually going to do 20. That was the plan. Plan in one hand, shit in the other, see which fills up faster. But I ended up getting sick and medically retired. So I was really sad about that. Like, I miss, there are days I definitely miss being in the military. Because the military was for me. It was kind of my, even though there were a lot of things that I hated about it, at the end of the day, the military was definitely more my jam. It was my pace. It was my jam. So I definitely miss it. You're fortunate to have your ex be your person. What happened to Josh? Yeah, that's who we're talking about. We're divorced. We're in the middle of a divorce. But I'm very lucky to have him as my person. I'm very lucky to have him as my person. I'm very lucky, that, we are such a united front and we're so close. I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, I just wouldn't. And, when I started dating, I made it very clear, to potential datees, people that wanted to date me. I was like, look, I'm in the middle of a divorce, but my ex-husband is my best friend. Like, he is my person. And if you can't handle that, then, that's a non-negotiable item for me. I was like, we are always going to be a united front. We are always we're always going to be a united front. We're always going to be really close. He's always going to be my person, and we're always going to be there for one another. So, hold on one second. You know, we're always going to be there for one another. Holly, okay. Yeah, really well and good with it. So that's all I'm really going to say. She doesn't like me to talk about her, so I promised I wouldn't. Um, so, what is my illness, or is there more than one? Um, there's more than one. Kind of an understatement. But yeah, there's more than one. I've got Ehlers-Danlos and secondary Addison's disease are my main ones. And I've got a bunch of comorbidities because of the Addison, or because of the Ehlers-Danlos. Come on, get in the hole. Go in your hole. What is it that they said on Happy Gilmore? Does anybody remember Happy Gilmore? It's like, get in your hole. Don't you want to be in your hole? Aren't you happy in your hole? No. Oh, this is such a pain in my asshole. See, this is where I start cussing. You know what? I know what I'm going to do. This is the part where I start cursing, because this is where you kind of got to be, everything has got to be like just right. And if it's not, like, I'm a perfectionist, and so if stuff isn't just right, then I get really aggravated. What other questions do we have? So I have Ehlers-Danlos, hypermobile, and classic. And they were diagnosed via genetics. And so we are going to bend that down. They were diagnosed via a geneticist. And then I'm sorry, I'm making stuff and talking at the same time, so it's not working in my favor. Where is... Sorry, I'm looking for something. Oh, here we go. So, I have autonomic dysfunction, so dysautonomia, POTS, gastroparesis, mast cell activation syndrome. So, just a bunch of crap, unfortunately. Come on. So, just a bunch of crap, unfortunately. What has my EDS... So, from the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is what has caused the... is what is caused, or the reason for the autonomic dysfunction, the gastroparesis. It's mild gastroparesis, but it's still there. The mast cell activation, cranial cervical instability. All right. well, that's clearly not working in my favor, and I forget what I did. So I'm having a squirrel moment. Squirrel. So, oh, thank you, user 222. So I don't feel pretty today. Maybe that's because I just feel blah. Sorry, if I sit in one spot too long, then I get very uncomfortable. So I had to figure out how I want to do this. What was I going to say? I was going to say something significant, and I have no idea what it was. Here's how I'm going to do this. Nope. Keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. Keep on going. Nope, nope, nope. There we go. God damn it. Okay, there we go. There we go. Don't move. Don't move. Anyway. I am so sorry. I cannot do two things at once, clearly. So I'm going to put this down. Well, I'm going to hold it for just a minute. What are you making? I'm making a bracelet. So I just finished a bracelet. So now I'm at the finishing. Now I'm at the finishing touch of it. God damn it. I'm good. I'm good. It's good. It's good. This is the part where it gets really intricate. And, you know, how you handle the ends. For me, how you handle the ends is what matters. And I really like it to look very professional and very clean. And so this is when I do a lot of cursing. This is when the majority of the cursing comes up. Hold on one second. Juvenile arthritis. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. The AN 70 has no idea what they're talking about. So, as a matter of fact, the AN 70, we're just gonna block you. Because I don't put up with people who have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. That shit kind of drives me nuts. I have so much patience for crap like that. And then I'm like, block. You know, it would be like anybody going and, you know, judging you on your story. You know, if you were telling a story and somebody came in at the very last second of the story and then started judging you, thinking they knew everything that was going on, you'd look at them like, I don't know what the hell your problem is, but you kind of need to get out of my face and quiet your mouth. So, well, I don't pay any mind to the trolls and haters. Well, I don't pay any mind to them because they are not deserving of my time or my breath. I also will not put up with, you know, people spreading crap because, they're like, well, I heard this on Reddit. Yeah, because, Reddit is the foremost authority on chronically rah-rah. I had to just start sending my medical bills to anybody that has doubts, and my 25,000 pages of medical records. That's what I need to start doing. And then when people are like, I'm not going to pay this, and I'm going to be like, oh, but you are, because you apparently know everything that's going on, then maybe people will shut up. But then again, some people just have nothing else better to do with their time or their lives. So there's that also. That's what I didn't do. God bless America. God damn it. Ugh. Hold on one second. Somebody was telling me about my knot. When you tie your knot, stick your needle through the middle of the knot. Oh, interesting. Well, thank you for that. I'm always looking for I'm always looking for ways to constantly improve how I make my jewelry. So yeah, if people have been making stuff for a while, go ahead and give me some. Go ahead and give me some stuff. Doctors too don't even. Oh, I can't even tell you how many doctors I've dealt with that have to Google. They literally had to type into Google Ehlers-Danlos, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, dysautonomia, mast cell activation syndrome, secondary Addison's disease. Like, you would be like, did you not go to class those days? Like, and when they do that, I'm like, nope. I don't even deal with that. I'm like, nope, and thank you. Like, somebody else is going to be dealing with me because I don't have time for this. And I know exactly what I forgot on this thing, and I am not taking it apart. So we are just going to figure it out. And if I have to spray paint the damn string black, then I'm going to spray paint the damn string black. That's how that's going to go down. I just had, and a lot of this is also me, like, I just had, just cursing up a storm because I'm so ADD, and I'm like, I'll place something somewhere, and then, like, not even a second later, forget where I placed it. What made me decide to start eating and drinking again? Because I made it 6 days going NPO. Speaking of which, I should probably take a drink. I made it 6 days going completely NPO. And then my endocrinologist was like, hospice is going to be your best bet. I need to get you in the hospital. And so, of course, once I got admitted to the hospital, they start pumping you full of fluids and they put you on a diet. And so that was kind of all she wrote. So if I would have gone, if I would have gone a couple more days, I probably wouldn't have fared very well at all. I'm not necessarily going to say I wouldn't have survived, because at this point, like, I'm just speculating. But when I got to the hospital and, my endocrinologist was running some of the tests that he wanted to run. God bless America. All I want is to open this stupid thing. Come on. Work with me, not against me. Come on. Anyway, it was showing that I was going into an adrenal crisis. Are you happy to still be alive? I have days where I feel very guilty that I'm alive. I will be very honest with you. I have days where I feel very guilty that I am alive. And that guilt comes up. It's not that I'm not happy to be alive, because obviously I'm here for a purpose. Like, for all intensive reasons, I am not supposed to be here today. I'm supposed to be sick, like, 6 feet under the ground. And clearly there's a purpose or something behind it. But I get a lot of guilt. There's times that I feel very guilty that I'm still alive. And I think a lot of that is because I was expecting, I lived my life as if I was going to be dead. Like, that was the plan. That was what, you know, I lived my life as if by January, February, at the latest, I'd be dead. And, and I lived that inwardly. I lived it outwardly, obviously, because I share everything on social media when it comes to my medical stuff. Of course, I don't really share my private life that much. And so I get a lot of guilt where I know I shouldn't have guilt, and I think it's just because of I'm still dealing with some PTSD from the major hate campaigns against me. And so I think that's where some of the guilt comes from. And that is something that I'm working through. That is something, that I'm working through. And when I have those feelings of guilt, I have to honor those feelings. I can't just bottle them in and bottle them in and bottle them in, which is, what I did. Bottle. So I have to acknowledge them and I have to honor them so I can work to heal from them. If that makes sense. And it's a very cyclical thing. Some days I'll be great. Other days I'll have that, where I wrestle with the guilt of still being alive and still being here. I wrestle with, okay, well, my timeline is 3 to 5 years. Is it really going to be 3 to 5 years? Like, so, it's cyclical, it's a daily thing, but it's something that I work on, it's definitely something that I am working on, within myself, definitely. So just for clarification, you aren't terminal, just living with a chronic illness. No, I'm still terminal. My prognosis is still the same. I have about 3 to 5 years is what I've been given. But we'll see about that. So we'll see. I quit. I quit. I just do one of these. I'm like, okay. Because I can't spend my life living to die. I can't do it. It's just not a way to live. And I was spending my life living to die. I was spending my life living to die. And preparing to die. And now, I'm really working to live my life instead of living to die, live to live. And on my good days, live to the fullest. And on my bad days, just be thankful that I had good days and continue to find joy. And that's something that it's a daily work in progress. It's a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. And I'm okay with that. I think we all are to an extent. I think each and every one of us is a work in progress. I'm just willing to admit it. So about like donations and stuff like that, I didn't get a lot. Most people wanted to do stuff for my daughter, and I mulled over that for a good 2-3 weeks. Talked to some people, talked to some accountability partners about it on whether I should or shouldn't. Because I'm not really a fan of receiving stuff. I much prefer to give instead of receive. So this was something that I took, to people that counsel me and hold me accountable, people that I really trust with everything. And so, and so that's why, we went ahead and put the the Amazon wish list up. I got a few things, that were medical necessities for myself. And we got some family board games and stuff like that, so we could hang out as a family, but nothing like, I think people were thinking like I was getting truckloads of stuff. No. And I still have all the cards and all the letters, and I keep them. I will never get rid of them. As a matter of fact, I need to go to IKEA or somewhere and get a big frame for them because I want to hang them. I want them as a constant daily reminder of, even though their world looks crappy, they're still good in the world. And then as far as a Venmo, Cash App, stuff like that, everybody on TikTok has a freaking Venmo, Cash App, whatever, so people that were like, you've got a Venmo, I'm like, you've got a fucking Venmo, fuck you. Like, like, don't even tell me, like, oh, well, you have a Venmo, you have a fucking Venmo, go fuck yourself and your mother. Like, don't even fucking go there, fuck you. Am I pursuing legal actions against the hospital for going against my advance directives? So I would have to actually pursue legal action against the EMTs for going against my advance directives, because I had a DNR right beside, like, there were DNRs all over the place. So the fact that they couldn't find my DNR is bullshit. Now, the hospital that I was sent to, I am suing them. I am suing them for HIPAA violation. I'm suing them for PTSD. I'm suing them for medical malpractice. There's a lot of stuff that they're being sued for. They're a terrible hospital. They're terrible people that work there. And frankly, that hospital should be burned to the ground. And that's how I feel. So, but right now that's all pending. It's all, I can't really, go into any more detail than that. Can you tell us what happened, please? What are... hold on. Oh. Oh my God. I'm going to have to sit in the chair. All right. Hold on a second. Give me just a second. I gotta move. I am. Hold on one second. Oh, God. Okay. Oh. Have fun! He's going on tonight. Okay, hold on a second. Let me move this up. Okay. Where is... Okay. Okay. Let me see. Chris, you had asked a question. Can you tell us again, please? I never heard what happened with all that. What are we talking about, Chris? I'm sorry. Chris, what are you talking about? I'm sorry. I'm missing it. Kendall, I have one. What happened with the DNR and all that. So I still have a DNR. I have a very strict DNR. So if I go, like that's it. So I have a DNR. It's called a DNR-CC, which is a DNR comfort care. And for some of the reason, one of my DNR says DNR arrest, and I need to change that to DNR comfort care because I don't want to be on any ventilators. I don't want to be on, if I go back to the point where I was at 4 breaths a minute, don't fucking touch me. Don't touch me. Don't do anything to me. Sure shit, don't do any CPR on me. I don't think you guys understand, how traumatic and how torturous it is for the body to go through life-saving measures. And I don't want any of that. But I've been a DNR for years. EMT 2002, fellow EDS warrior. That is awesome. Now I have Now I have my DNRs literally taped all over my house. My DNRs go with me wherever I go. My DNRs, I've got my DNRs all over the place. There is no reason why you shouldn't see my DNR. I take it with me. It's my baby. Yeah. So, why do you have so many different DNRs? Because I want to make sure. So I have a DNR, but I have multiple copies of my DNR. So, and they are all over. I just want to make sure that if something happens, that there is no doubt in anybody's mind that I am a DNR, that you do not touch me. If I am going downhill, you let me go downhill. You give me comfort care. That's all you do. You don't try to put me on oxygen. You don't try to save me. You just put me on comfort care, sedate the crap out of me, and let me go up to Jesus. So apparently, according to Jesus, though, the real estate is a little full right now, which I don't understand that because I've been to several open houses. The wine bar is amazing, but that's that's why I have so many copies of them, because we will never I don't know how you miss a DNR that's on a bed, but there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. And I have to come to a point of acceptance and understanding that a power much higher than myself orchestrated that crap and said, fuck you, I'm not done with you. I don't know why. I don't have